if there's one misconception that you could fix that actors have about casting directors, what would that be?
My number one is that we send stuff at the last minute all the time. We send agents, the sides, everything at the last minute. That is not true. We can't move until the director and the producer allow us to move. So I'm not blaming it on them. It's the protocol of filmmaking. So when they release things, then we can, so it always looks like we're, hustling and getting you guys, and actors complain, I just got it. Well, this is the deal. And I say this to all actors. If you are training, there's no excuses.
Right.
There's no excuses. And just a quick example, Francesca, on my own, this project that I was working with, that I had signed the NDA, I sent out 45 off the top of my head, because they said, well, Tracey, if you have some people you want us to see. I was like, what? 45 people. You know how many people sent the tapes back to me?
How many?
10.
You know, this is the thing. We think that casting directors work off the top of their head, bringing in the people that they know, bringing in, they're this and they're that. And oh, yeah. And then they start to look at the new people. But then the people that they have on the top of their head, like you just mentioned, half of them didn't come through,
So you feel my plight. But this is the deal. Mm-hmm. And I have to be honest with you. I took a personal hit, because these 45 people are 45 people who say, Tracey, look out for me. Tracey, if anything comes up. And they were not all unknown. I tapped into at least 7 celebrity friends of mine who were perfect for these roles. So I took a personal hit, because I said to myself, why didn't I get 45 submissions? All of these people are constantly asking me to look out. And, oh my God, Tracey, you remembered me. Yes, you remember talent. That never goes away. But the fact that some people didn't even make an effort to turn it in, then you go on a whole other list. And that list, I don't even look at that.
You don't want to work with them anymore. They say, look out for me. Anything comes in, I'm there. And then you're like, okay, I've got this. I need you to do this for, send in the tape. And then you don't get the tape. And then they come back to you later on and say, I just had some problems. I had, life hit me, but I'm there for the next one. And do you say to yourself, well, you're kind of lower on the list, or I got you, I'll get you on the next one. And then the next time, well, it's to be found again. I mean, like,
never.
What do you do? What do you do?
Well, for me, and for every casting director, we don't have time to go backwards. Like someone said, I didn't know if I got the job. Do you call people and tell them they don't get the job? I said, absolutely not. We don't have time to call you and tell you didn't get the gig. We'll call you, your agent or managers. They want feedback, but your agents and managers can call me. And if I have time and go through, I will definitely, and I have favorite people out there, Francesca, who I will send before I put the breakdowns out. So, that is, I think that common courtesy is gone. Even if communication, tell me something, don't not tell me anything. So for me, I tell actors, you get one time to make a first impression. And I've spent years building my career. I can't trust you. And then the other thing I would say is patience. Like, I think it's absolutely, I don't want to use delusional or crazy. I just think it's there's an arrogance to think that you graduated from Syracuse or Yale and now the world is waiting on you and you're just going to book. It doesn't work like that. And when actors complain about, not booking or this and that, a lot of them are the same ones that don't turn in tapes. But this is the other thing I say to actors. There are too many actors who have set a standard. They get it done. Mm-hmm. They get it done. So if there are actors who can get it done, we look at you like, I can't help you, because you can tell me life happens to me, life happens. However, it gets done. You have to be resilient in your craft, and you have to be flexible and be able to pivot through life. I've had life when unfortunately, my ex-husband was transitioning with cancer, and my dad was transitioning with cancer. I was still working through that process.
So managing managing
Managing.
your life in a way that you don't stop